From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your afternoon update.
Well, happy Saturday afternoon to you. Let's start off by taking a look at the coast. I mean, what a great day. I mean, look at the coast right now. This is looking out at Crescent City in the Battery Point area. Beautiful ocean. You've got the blue skies out there. Looks like a little bit of haze and some smoke off in the distance there, but for the most part, just a gorgeous day out on the coast. This is just north of Trinidad at Elk Country, and you can see kind of over the hills there. Of course, the ocean is on the other side of those hills, and you can see some of that fog, maybe some clouds kind of lingering around, but yeah, blue skies out there, just some leftover puddles from the rain that they did see, but it's going to be a dry day for the North Coast today. Take a look at the valley. Different stories, what it looks like in Redding. You've got the clouds that are going to linger around. There have been some clearing. This could help to destabilize the atmosphere, by the way, with some of the clearing, and eventually thunderstorms are expected to pop up here as we go into the afternoon. So, as I mentioned, cool but dry in Humboldt and Del Norte County. Now, there could be a few spots in extreme eastern Del Norte and Humboldt County that may see a stray shower or maybe even a thunderstorm, but Trinity County could see some activity, and everyone else looking at chances for showers and thunderstorms here throughout the afternoon and even into the evening hours. Now, it will be dry and mild, though, by tomorrow. Everyone will be dry, and I'm expecting dry conditions through all of next week, and not to mention a bit of a warming trend. So far, I mean, these storm totals are all over the place. It just depends on where you are. You look at the coast, for the most part, below 1/10 of an inch of rain. I mean, even for the inland areas, Wairika 500ths, but look at Weed, over 1/2 an inch. But you go to Mount Shasta, only 1/10 of an inch. But there are some areas around Mount Shasta that maybe saw a little bit more than that. El Turris, close to 1/2 an inch, as well as Aden, 1400ths in Bernie. Now, you take out to Shingletown, 0.2. You head out to Chester, 1.34. Now, it depends on where you are around the lake there. 0.32 in Susanville, 0.97 in Quincy. Corning, look at Corning, over an inch. Red Bluff, 3800ths. In West Redding, 800ths of an inch of rainfall, but you head out to the airport, only about 100th of an inch of rainfall. Willows, 0.68. Oroville, over 1 inch. So again, it depends on where you are, depends on how much rain you saw. It was Paradise, I think it was over 3 inches of rain that I saw there. So very impressive rainfall amounts for some, not so much for others. Now you can see this morning, we did see kind of the bulk of the rain this morning, kind of dissipating, but what we're beginning to see happen, and you'll look here as we kind of get close to the noon hour. You see these little developments right here? Even that. We're going to be looking at the potential for showers and thunderstorms developing here in the next couple of hours. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the big picture here, and we can see the swirling area of low pressure. So what's happening is we've got the colder air in place. That helps to destabilize the atmosphere a bit, but the rotation around that low is causing those storms to move from north to south. So let's take a look at Futurecast. We're going to take you hour by hour here. Let's take you into the 2 o'clock hour. You see how we're beginning to see the potential for showers and thunderstorms popping up. Now, I will mention this. We are looking at what's known as the HRRR forecast model. It updates every hour based on the current conditions. Many times in my experience, it tends to be overly aggressive as far as the overall intensity. But what this is doing is showing a pretty good idea that yes, we are going to be looking at the potential for more thunderstorms developing again this afternoon, starting around 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. They push southward, they could get even stronger. So as we go into 4 p.m. today, once again, we're seeing those showers and thunderstorms, even for parts of Trinity County, Siskiyou County, not as bad, and even in the eastern mountains and Modoc County, seeing some activity as well. Now I'm going to take you to about 6 o'clock this evening. You see how this is starting to push southward, so heavier rainfall in southern Tehama County, making its way into Glenn County, Butte County near Chico, and Paradise, all seeing the chance for thunderstorms, not to mention to the east near Susanville and Quincy. Not as active as you head up to the north. And in fact, as we go into the 8 o'clock hour, you see how we're seeing that heavier activity push to the south. There's a little bit of shower development here to the north of that. But as we go into about the 10 o'clock hour, things are going to start to wrap themselves up, although there may be a stray thunderstorm in some spots, especially out towards, say, Siskiyou County. But we're going to take you to a different forecast model, and here you can see as we go into tonight, it's gone. All day Sunday is looking dry, and all day Monday is looking dry. In fact, if we take a look at the long-range forecast model, take you through the end of next week into next weekend, Now you're talking about dry conditions here, but also warmer. And I'm going to talk about that here right now, because here's the cooler air that's in place right now. Okay, that's what's moved on in. That's why it's so nice and cool out there right now. Now that cooler air, though, is shifting to the north and east. This heat over here is what's going to be building in. Dare I say it, temperatures back in the 90s for the valley by the time we get into Wednesday, Thursday, and maybe even into Friday of next week. But with that warming trend, we've got to also talk about some cooler air that's in place now. So that cooler air, we have a frost advisory for Trinity County and eastern Humboldt County for 2 o'clock until 9 o'clock in the morning on Sunday. Temperatures there are going to be close to freezing. That could help support the development of frost. So something to think about if you have sensitive vegetation out there. All right, man, my hair's a mess. It's just one of those Saturdays, right? I have this little area that it's hard to kind of keep it down sometimes. All right, enough of that. So here we have the wave heights. You see they're upwards around 11, 12, even 13 feet. So still fairly high here for your Saturday afternoon. As we take you into Sunday, 5 p.m., we're not seeing much of a drop here. So the wave height's still fairly high out there. And as a result, there actually is a gale warning here coming in later this afternoon. But look at the winds. I mean, they're from the northwest at 25, 35 knots today. And they're going to be from the waves from the northwest at 11 feet at about 10 seconds. There's your high tide at 1:26 this afternoon, and your low tide, 7:33 this evening. Your set actually at 7:02, and your sunrise tomorrow. That's your sunrise tomorrow, not set. Your sunrise tomorrow at 7:11 in the morning. All right, so here's a look at your forecast. Showers and thunderstorms are a possibility for the valley and pretty much all of the mountains, with the exception of Del Norte and Humboldt County. I've got you dry today. We could be looking at the chance for a shower or thunderstorm even for parts of Trinity County as well. That's what we have in store for us today. Let's take a look at your 7-day outlook. And there you can see today, scattered showers, thunderstorms, but dry by Sunday, dry through the end of next week. How about the valley? Same situation. Scattered showers, thunderstorms today, dry by tomorrow, temperatures warming up. And right now, I've got temperatures around 90 for Wednesday, Thursday, and even Friday. But quite honestly, I'll probably be bumping those temperatures up by a few degrees here as we take you into the next couple of days here. All right, let's take a look at your 7-day outlook for the North Coast. Dry today, dry for the next 7 days. Bit of a warming trend too. Could get close to 70 for some of us along the coast. By the time we get into Wednesday, there's the inland, mainly dry, but I do have that chance for an isolated shower, maybe even a thunderstorm for Weaverville and Trinity County in general. And then those temperatures start to increase as we dry things out. Should be in the upper 80s, maybe even some low 90s for parts of the inland areas later this week, later next week that is, and for Weaverville in the mid to upper 80s.